Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if I asked you how you're doing, I sure as hell hope the answer is good. Today I kinda just wanna quickly talk about Halo Infinite. In a few days, it's gonna have a proper reveal trailer where they're going in depth on the game, and it should be coming out very, very soon. And let me tell you a story. Going back about 10 years ish, 10 years back when I was a simple, young, unsaddened, simple minded cunt. Back when I was a child, as most people would call it, uh, I was a big fan of Halo. I loved it genuinely. Halo 3 still is my favourite video game, and back then, that's the game that I was playing. I would always go over to a friend's house or someone who actually owned an Xbox because I didn't have one, and we would sit and we would play Halo 3 or Black Ops 2. One of those two. Those are my favourite games of all time, purely for nostalgia reasons, but they're still great games. Hell, maybe for the footage for this video, I might even just go out and play some Black Ops 2. I've got that on my PC now, might as well. But that's besides the point. I remember sitting there just playing the campaign, the Flood mission of Halo 3. I don't remember much of it, but I do remember that mission and just how genuinely gorgeous it was, even for the time, and even now. If I play the Master Chief Collection, which has just had it released, I remember it genuinely just bringing joy into my fucking life. It was a great game, and with great characters, and it was just a good way to spend time and enjoy it. And when I actually got my Xbox 360, Halo 4 came out and kind of completely ruined that. You see, 343 has kind of fucked up Halo, if you don't know. Halo 4 was kind of a travesty. It wasn't very good. Its final boss was a fucking QuickTime event. And Halo 5 wasn't much better. The story itself was actually indeed worse. A lot of things had been redesigned and it's terrible. At least Halo 4 looked like a Halo game, kind of. It could kind of have been fucking misconstrued as just a strange Halo spin-off. But Halo 5, the gameplay was so drastically different. The map design was so drastically different. Everything about it was just strange and different, and it kind of sucked. The game itself was actually very good. It is a fun game. It's a lovely game. But for a Halo game, it's dog shit. And you can basically attribute a lot of it to sprinting. Sprinting is a mechanic in these games, which usually, unlike most shooters, isn't in it. The old Halo games didn't have sprinting. Any Halo game before Halo Reach didn't have sprinting in it. You wouldn't sprint. It was an arcade shooter. You were meant to be in a smaller contained area where fighting was more quickly got to. And sprinting has changed that. The small intricate map design has had to have been changed into large open areas where it might take you ages to get to anyone. And that has not only changed the maps, but it's also changed the way you play the game. In the old Halo games, no one could just run out of the way of your bullets. If you were out in an open field, like say you were playing Valhalla or Blood Gulch, right? You could still not be killed by a bullet if you were just jumping about, and because the bullets weren't lasers, they would take time to reach you. And in doing that, you had some sense of safety, but if you were trying to hit someone there, you would have to aim in front of them. The bullet would track into them, right? But now that people can sprint, guns just have to be lasers, or they have to be aiming locked on you. I know for a fact, if you look at the rocket launchers now, you could literally lock onto someone and move 90 degrees to the side and you'll still kill them. Because if you don't, the game doesn't work. And they've kind of just fucked it up. And this is something that I know you're probably already not caring about the situation. We're 5 minutes into a fucking video and I'm kind of not saying anything of interest. But when it comes to Halo Infinite, I just kind of want to quickly say in this just short, sort of pitiful, boring video, if you've even made it this far, I congratulate you. But I just want to say that if this reveal trailer that's happening in 4 days from now, on Thursday, if that has sprinting in it, I know that this is not going to be the Halo that I want. I'm still probably gonna like it. I'll still play it because it's Halo and I love Halo. But I will have to just accept that Halo, the Halo that I used to know, the Halo that everyone used to know, is fucking dead. It's gone. They might try to make it look like the old Halos. They might try to, go back onto an actual Halo ring to just bring back those memories. But as long as sprinting's in the game, it's not going to be an experience like we want. It's not going to be what we want. It's not going to be what anyone wants, unless you particularly like these games. And as well as that, even the fucking vehicles have been rendered useless, right? With sprinting, because with in open maps in the old games, you would have vehicles for maneuverability. You would have the Ghost, and that itself would bring improvements to some gameplays, and it would make things worse. Like, for example, you had upgraded maneuverability. You could fly around fucking places all over the goddamn map. You could just do that. But as well as that, you couldn't really attack because the guns on the Ghost moved so slowly that you would barely ever hit anything, and if you wanted to actually hit something, they would have to be so close that they could hijack you out of the vehicle. There is a lot of give and take with these. Or with the Scorpion, the big tank, right? It has massive firepower. You're killing people very easily with one shot, but it paints a massive target on you, and you move at a fucking snail's pace. Why the fuck are you out on a motorbike during a goddamn quarantine? I really don't know where I'm going with this video. I don't know. If you've somehow made it this far, I appreciate it. If you've done that, could you maybe just hit the like button there? That would be nice of you. But it's sad. It's sad to see this, because this is a series that not only for me, but for so many people, was so influential and so important. Like, even if you're not into gaming, if someone shows you what the Master Chief is, you're like, oh yeah, that's the Halo guy. Everyone knows what this series is. It's influential, it's important. But it's just devolved into this shit. It's nothing like what it used to be, and it's not what anyone wants. And I understand that 343 is trying, but it's kind of a fucking pitiful effort, if I'm being honest. And I might be proved wrong. I might be entirely wrong. When the reveal happens on Thursday, I'm going to be sitting there very attentively. I'm going to be sitting watching it. And if I'm proved wrong, then I'm fucking grateful, 343. But if I'm right, I think genuinely that's the end of Halo. And I know it sounds stupid, just being sprinting really destroyed a game, but it did. It changed how the gameplay worked, it changed how weapons worked, it changed how vehicles were useful. Because in Halo 5, there's no reason for you to be in a vehicle. There's really no reason for you to have a vehicle. If you just get any gun that just tracks people, you're fine. You have no need to be in a vehicle. There's no point in it. It's kind of sad seeing this happen to a series that you really do love. But I don't know, we've got Destiny, at least. At least we have Destiny, I guess. I don't fucking know what to do with this shit. You know what, if you've made it to the end of the video, I appreciate that. I love you very much. Why don't you subscribe while you're at it, because I'm going to be making basically daily content. And fuck it, you know what? Halo's dead, guys. Or it might not be. I don't know. I don't know how to end a video, if you couldn't tell. Someone wrote this song before, and I can tell you where it's from before
73625 Temple.